This is Uncle Sam, and he has a big problem. His jungle owes a lot of bananas to many others. He owes 37 trillion bananas. That's a crazy number of bananas. More than 1,000 times the number of monkeys in the world. Maybe even more than all the stars in the sky. This big banana bill is called the U.S. national debt. Every year, Uncle Sam takes bananas from the monkeys who work and run businesses in the jungle. This is called taxes. The government uses these bananas to take care of the jungle, building roads, paying soldiers, and helping things run smoothly. Okay, maybe not healthcare, but you get the idea. Taxes are supposed to help fix and improve things in the jungle. But here's the problem. Uncle Sam always spends more bananas than he gets. And it's not just him. Every group in charge does this every year. When this happens, the jungle has something called a deficit. That means there aren't enough bananas to pay for everything. So, to fill the gap, Uncle Sam borrows bananas, saying he'll pay them back later. But later never really comes. So, who gives the U.S. bananas? Some bananas are borrowed from other monkeys in the jungle, like banks, big money groups, and even grandma monkey's retirement savings. These monkeys buy something called treasury bonds. These are little IOUs from Uncle Sam that say, "Lend me your bananas now, and I'll pay you back later with a little extra." But that's not the whole story. A big part of the bananas is also borrowed from foreign jungles. Places like Panda's jungle, China, Feather Forest, maybe Middle Eastern countries, and the European bare lands. They're happy to lend bananas because they trust Uncle Sam to pay them back. At one point, Panda alone had over 1 trillion bananas in U.S. debt. Why? Because the U.S. was seen as a safe place to store bananas. So when Uncle Sam borrows, it's not always from sneaky monkeys in dark alleys. For a long time, monkeys around the world believed Uncle Sam would keep his promise. But now, the stack of IOUs is getting very, very tall, and it's growing very, very fast. Why? Why does the U.S. keep borrowing more bananas? Borrowing bananas isn't always bad. Sometimes you need extra bananas to build something useful, like a bridge or a hospital. But borrowing too many bananas for too long causes problems because of something called interest. When Uncle Sam owes a lot of bananas, the monkeys who lent him those bananas want extra bananas in return. That's the interest. And the longer Uncle Sam takes to pay it back, the more interest he has to pay. Now Uncle Sam has to spend billions of bananas every year just to pay the interest, not even the real debt. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger as time goes on. The longer it rolls, the harder it is to stop. But wait, there's more. Remember those IOUs that Uncle Sam gave out? Uncle Sam writes IOUs, and some of them are bought by the feds, short for the Federal Reserve. The feds are kind of special. They aren't fully part of the main government, but they aren't completely separate either. When the feds buy these IOUs, they create new money digitally. This makes it easier and cheaper for Uncle Sam to borrow more money to keep the country running. Some people say this helps keep things stable. Others think it just lets the government keep spending too much without control. And that's just what happens at home. What if lenders from other countries stop trusting Uncle Sam's promises or want bigger paybacks? They might stop lending him bananas, or even ask for all their bananas back at once. And if that happens, things could get really messy. But how does that affect normal monkeys like you and me? You might think, who cares? I don't even have any bananas I get you, my friend. But it still matters, because when the jungle owes too many bananas, it affects everything. When the debt gets too high, Uncle Sam has fewer bananas to spend on the things that keep our jungle running, like schools, roads, hospitals, and electricity. That means higher taxes, less public spending, or both. It can also make each banana, or in real life, the US dollar, lose value. If other countries start thinking Uncle Sam isn't a trustworthy borrower, they'll want more bananas for the same things they sell him. That means the bananas in your bank account will be worth less too. That's called inflation. But that's a topic for another time. It doesn't stop there. Your jungle job could be affected as well. When debt gets too big, people lose confidence, businesses invest less, and the economy slows down. So even if you're just living your best jungle life, a debt crisis could mean smaller paychecks, fewer stable jobs, and weaker money. So what can Uncle Sam do? He could spend less. But that's hard, because monkeys like roads, schools, and jungle police. If he cuts spending, many monkeys will be upset. He could raise taxes. But again, most monkeys won't like that either. He could try to grow the economy faster. More businesses mean more working monkeys, more taxes, and more bananas for everyone. But growth takes time, and the debt isn't waiting. The scary part is that during his time in charge, Uncle Sam has mostly just borrowed more. Many monkeys are tired of pretending this isn't a big deal. It's hard to believe how little attention this mountain of debt gets, while the jungle keeps spending like there's no tomorrow. Sooner or later, the jungle will have to make tough choices, or the debt will make them for us. The U.S. national debt crisis isn't just a scary number. It's a sign that the jungle is living beyond its means, borrowing bananas like there's no tomorrow. But tomorrow always comes. And when it does, someone has to pay the price for all that borrowed time. If we don't start fixing this huge debt now, it might swallow the jungle whole. So next time you hear that Uncle Sam is printing more bananas, borrowing from Panda, or raising the debt ceiling, just remember that $9 banana smoothie could cost $12 next year. Now you know why. And if any monkeys are confused, remember, this is just a simple story to explain the U.S. national debt crisis. Not a political message or an attack on anyone.